but we're going to get in on Burden.
Yeah.
Do you start that now so that other teams go, damn it, we got to get in front of the Broncos, or we got to get the Broncos pick?
So that the thing you're painting here, the picture you're painting is when you're at the Combine next week or whenever that comes, that's Sean, it's George, it's guys in the Broncos organization telling folks like you, like, yeah, people are putting us with Deebo Samuel, but why wouldn't we go younger? Why wouldn't we just get a rookie Deebo, that kid out of Missouri? He looks pretty good, right?
Right.
And then you go, man, you know what I heard from somebody? That's exactly what it is,
Yeah,
right? That's how it works.
They'll be straight up asked at the Combine, at the press conference. Now, if they do it like most years, and I don't think Sean did it last year, so I may be mistaken, they'll do the podium, and then they'll do stuff off the side for us local slappies. So it's like
every coach.
No, just Sean and George. But it'll be like just the Denver people get a one-on-one basically with Sean Payton. Yeah. So it'll be at the podium. You get all sorts of weird questions. And, for the players, unfortunately, you're going to get the, our ducks ain't real, they're cop ducks. Like, you're going to get those questions. Unfortunately, that's what the Combine's become. Yeah. But for the coaches, someone will straight up ask Sean, what do you think of Luther Burden? Somebody will straight up ask him that.
Yeah.
Like, that's a possibility. Someone will straight up ask him about Ashton Jeanty and how he responds, and the calculated response that you're going to get. I firmly believe, and I said this when Sean Payton had his 3 lattes and he started going off on Nathaniel Hackett. I firmly believe that Sean Payton says everything on purpose. I don't think he slips up. Maybe with Kay Adams he does.
Yeah.
Maybe that's part of Kay's mojo.
He's a little flustered.
Yeah. It's part of her mojo, though, because she keeps interrupting, so you don't get to coordinate your thoughts of how do I lie best?
Yeah.
She's just like, what do you think about that? You need a wide receiver. No, we don't. We need a joker. But then you need this. So maybe that's part of her game. I'm not going to try it. I have a different relationship with Sean. Not as good.
Yeah,
Let's just say that. He does like me. I did learn that.
Yeah.
Through the whole Lucas Kroll thing, I had people say, listen, Sean knows you know ball. Don't tell him you know ball.
Yeah.
He knows that.
I want to figure out what he thinks about me.
You know the guy that DMs me for Jordans. Why's he only up for Jordans all the time? Can you just send him, hey, Patrick, send him a pair of size 12 Jordans so this kid stops DMing me, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's the Ashton Jeanty you go get mode. If you could get over on somebody, and I just in my head, I don't see it getting past. I mean, we talked about the Raiders at 6 there. I don't see any world where Ashton Jeanty's on the board after the Dallas Cowboys at 12. Do you? Like you say, square biz. It's square biz is after. I mean, you could get to 11, and Tyler Warren and both Ashton Jeanty have already been selected, and that's probably the case. Where are the Jets? The Jets are 7. Why would the Jets not pick Tyler Warren? Unless you're the Colts and you have to go up and get him.
Right.
And then if you're the Raiders and both quarterbacks have been taken off the board, why would you not pick Ashton Jeanty? If you're the Bears, why would you not pick Ashton Jeanty at 12? Well, they need a lot of offensive line help, so that might be the reason. But the Saints, you going to pick T-Mac, the wide receiver out of Arizona, or Ashton Jeanty?
Oh,
you really like T-Mac, too.
Well, yeah. McMillan's the best receiver in this class. He's Mike Evans. He's Mike Evans, not our mom jeans Mike Evans. He's Mike Evans from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's who he is. Tedero McMillan. That's who he is. But you had me thinking about the Bears with Ashton Jeanty.
That's what I mean. Don't you want to? Aren't they kind of looking at? They did it last year, fantasy football around
Why
Caleb
are you giving Caleb Williams that when you could give Bo Nix that guy? It would take some maneuvering, but damn, that would. And you think, okay, Ben Johnson there running the show, right? Who did he have in Detroit?
Yeah, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he was.
And who's like Jahmyr Gibbs? Who was like Christian McCaffrey? Who's like that? Ashton Jeanty. Ashton Jeanty's like that. So, okay, that would be interesting, very intriguing. But the truth shall set you free. And at the scouting combine, about a week and a half from now, I'll be in Indianapolis. And that's something we'll talk about on a daily basis. What's the latest buzz from Indy? Because will we know by that time? And I'm going to check in with all my guys from these teams. And okay, what do you think of this guy? What do you think of this guy? What do you think of this guy? Because I want to know, is it a real possibility that the Denver Broncos can sit at 20 or maybe move up as much as 4 spots and get Ashton Jeanty? Is Tyler Warren in play? Right? If Indianapolis at 14 is kind of the dead end for Tyler Warren should be a top 10 pick.
Agreed.
Ashton Jeanty should be a top 10 pick. If either one of them pass Dallas at 12 or Indy at 14, or maybe you just go jump Indy and you say, Miami, sitting there at 13, what do you want? Move down 7 spots. What do you want, Miami? What are their largest needs? Well, they need
offensive line help badly.
Yeah, to protect Tua. That's the main thing. So do you kind of tease them with that, offer that? Do you move up for Tyler Warren? The ultimate joker. The ultimate joker in this class is Tyler Warren.
See, that's the appeal to me. Is I know you love Ashton Jeanty, and I'm not here to tell you don't pick Ashton Jeanty.
Yeah.
I'd be foolish to say that into a hot microphone. But I look at, and you were saying it earlier, all right, Ashton Jeanty, you get him in the first round, 5 years. Does he play for the Broncos for 5 years? I would say yes. I would bet yes. But Tyler Warren? I mean, I'm talking about a decade-long, 12-year-long run with Tyler Warren, Bo Nix, and Sean Payton doing their thing as a trio. So I'm kind of torn here, and I'm not a loser either way I pick, right? You pick Ashton Jeanty, I feel real damn good for 5 straight seasons.
Yeah.
You pick Tyler Warren, I feel real damn good for about a decade there.
Yeah, you feel great about positions that you don't feel great about right now.
Mm-hmm.
You can stop all those feelings of negativity with one pick, the right pick. And in the first round, you're going to have options. So move up for Colston Loveland, no. Move back, maybe, if you can make 20 hot, basically lie about who you want.
Yeah. Yeah, lie all the time.
Or just move up. Play the game. I always send you the reels about Call of Duty.
Oh, yeah.
And you got the one guy that sings, he's like, time to play the game. Guess what, Sean Payton?
Right.
It's time to play the game. Play the game of the draft. And that means putting out information. And agents will do this. And that's why the bad information that you'll hear is always agent-fed information. I promise you I will not ever run with agent-fed information. They will tell me the sky's pink.
Yeah.
If it helps their client.
I've actually got by that before.
Yeah.
Locally.
Yeah, and they'll do that. And agents know who they can say, who they can tell stuff to that'll just run with it as gospel. That's not the gospel. That's not the truth. The truth is right here. And we're going to dig in and see, can Tyler Warren or Ashton Jeanty fall to the Broncos?
The truth is the light.
Thank you.
A couple of mocks here. Our buddy Joel Klatt has his latest mock out, and he hasn't changed from. Is this his second? I think it's just his second. Oh, this is just his first
one?
So Colston Loveland is where Joel Klatt has the Broncos going at 20, not having to move, landing right there at 20. And then Charles Robinson is he
Yahoo Sports, yeah.
Yahoo. I actually like Charles' work.
Charles is really good.
Dude, I have not seen this. Like I told you before, the lowest I've seen Tyler Warren is 14 to the Colts, and that's pretty much every mock out there.
Yeah.
Charles has him falling to the Broncos.
Woo!
At 20.
Wow.
I mean, I think there is a 0.00001 chance that he is down at 20 at that point. What would the Colts have done at 14? Can you find that out, Kevin? Kevin sent me this.
Okay.
What did the Colts do at 14
Mess
to
up?
let Tyler Warren get past them?
Yeah, they messed up. There is an opportunity
or
here.
Cincy. Then you got to go 14 to 17 and Cincinnati
and
on the
Cincinnati moves past him. But if Tyler Warren falls to 20, and Charles Robinson's one of the best, he also cusses like a sailor. I've had dinner with him several times, and he's the greatest guy ever.
Really?
Like, he's a cool dude, but he can't stop cussing at all.
I actually like that more.
We could never have him on the show because
Really?
he'd be like, blankety this and blank that and blank this and blank that. So he's super cool dude, and he talks to everybody.
Okay.
And I mean everybody.
Kev,
That was
mistake there?
WalterFootball.com.
Okay.
I thought Charles was at Walter
Charlie
Football.
Campbell. No, Charles Robinson
okay.
is with Yahoo Sports.
Was
this Charlie Campbell?
I got him backwards. It's WalterFootball.com.
Was it Charlie's mock or Walter's mock?
Looks like it's Walt's.
Okay.
Walt.
They
Kevin
have
knows him personally.
the Colts are taking a safety out of South Carolina.
Oh,
Okay.
we've done that too.
Yeah, we've had that drill. Okay.
Nick. Yeah, I'm not saying that last
Yeah,
name.
I know
All
it
right.
too. It's
Yeah.
Amane or something or whatever.
Wah.
Yeah. Safety, whatever. They're the Colts. They have their own problems. But yeah, that'd be great if it fell to that. I absolutely do not believe that happens in any instance out there.
Yeah, well, the thing is you can tell the truth about who you are. Because you mentioned Indianapolis. What's their largest problem? They are faking themselves thinking that Anthony Richardson
they
is
don't have
anything.
a quarterback.
And they've got their first rounder. So think about the dance that they're doing. And we're doing Indies talk radio, right?
Yeah.
What are the Colts going to do? They got to get Anthony Richardson some help. I believe in him.
My
You
Uncle Troy
shouldn't.
would never stop calling.
You shouldn't. You shouldn't believe in Anthony Richardson whatsoever at
No,
all.
dude.
A physical skill, off the charts. Dude can't stay healthy. Dude can't read a defense. Sorry, that's just the way it is. With Jaden Daniels, that dude is 1,000% the truth. He is a mega star on the rise. Bo Nix, Same mega stardom right there. So think about that. We don't have to lie. Sean Payton has to lie. Don't lie to me, Sean. Sean Payton has to lie in the pre-draft process about who they like. Maybe we might like Luther Burden. But the Colts are lying to themselves about who they have at quarterback. The Broncos can tell the truth. And with that, Bo Nix is the guy. Get him help. If that's Tyler Warren, let the Colts dummy up.
Yeah.
Let the Bengals dummy up. That's what they do.
Right.
They don't have the championship resume, championship history that the Denver Broncos have. So I'm here for it. If Tyler Warren, which Genty's a running back, and, he's 750 carries, whatever the number is, so he's going to get dinged for that. He's going to get dinged for the Boise State, and what happened when you play Penn State. He's going to get dinged for that. I'm here to tell you that's a false narrative.
I mean, he's pretty good against Oregon, and they're an all right football team last time I checked.
Yeah, so
all right, Trey.
You're going to hear people say, he couldn't do anything, and he played nobody. Same argument. I already have a question dialed up about this for Sean Payton at the owner's breakfast. I'll have the chance to talk to him maybe one-on-one. So you're going to get this. Tyler Warren fall to 20 seems very, very foreign to me. But let the league make the mistake that you don't make. You take Tyler Warren at 20. Unless Ashton Genty's there.
Well, and again, you'll find it all out. Like, what's he look like at the combine?
Yep.
What doesn't he do at the combine? Like Bo, right? Bo didn't run the 40. That helped out the Broncos and Sean Payton because the world didn't know what the athleticism was from a guy like Bo Nix. So maybe there's something there. This is wishful thinking on my part, but maybe there's something like that where the stars just align and something goes wrong the right way so that the Broncos are in a position to pounce.
If you're wishful thinking on YouTube, say hi. Hi, YouTube.
YouTubers?
How's it going? Like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you never miss a vid. If you could just get one of those two to fall to 20, I think it'd be a godsend.
Yeah, 100%.
It'd be a godsend for Bo Nix.
Well, all the bad breaks and bad football karma we've dealt with in this city for 9 years, it's about time that coin flips over.
And doesn't Bo change that?
100%.
Maybe not Sean.
Yeah.
Maybe not Sean, but doesn't Bo change that? Doesn't Court change that? Right? Doesn't PS2 change that? Isn't there a change in karma coming for the Broncos because of the way they do business? Doesn't Greg Penner change that? Right? They do business the right way. Hey, you work really hard, we're going to pay you. We're going to pay you. PS2, we're going to pay you before we really have to pay you. They're not messing around. Elway would remember when Von Miller's cropping him out of the White House picture.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah.
Elway did the deals wrong. He told Philip Lindsay, we're going to take care of you. Morgan Freeman voice.
To his face.
They did not take care of Philip Lindsay.
Face like a man.
Exactly.
And then lied.
Exactly. How does Greg Penner do business? Oh, you're doing it. Oh, yeah. Oh, here's your money.
I think I always have respected and admired how the Steelers handle it, and I was told by multiple players that played in that organization, they tell you upon arrival, here's your first contract. Meet or exceed our expectations on this first contract, and we promise you that you'll get a second. And they stand by those words.
Yeah.
I think that's a brilliant business model. That's why people want to go to Pittsburgh and play for the Rooneys.
Homegrown. Homegrown. You take care of your homegrown talent. The Broncos can do that. And by drafting the right players, that's how you get in that position to do that. Drafting the right players. If you got Tyler Warren or Ashton Genty at 20 and didn't have to move at all,
dude,
I can't believe it.
Yeah.
But you might see it happen because the early buzz is good.
Okay.
Middle buzz, terrible. Very late buzz, like we're talking the week of the draft. That's good buzz.
Okay.
But we're about ready to head into the season of lies, so get ready for a lot of crap.
Well, you'll be our lie decipher there. You're going to have to figure all that stuff out.
I'll be the pooper scooper?
Yeah, I guess so.
Hey, Cecil, is this real or not? Can you pick up that piece of crap and examine it, please?
All right, well, speaking of homegrown talent like this guy.
Unless we get blown away, we're going to take Benito. Nick Benito, 64. Holy.
Well, our buddy Nick Benito, third in the NFL in sacks, had a couple touchdowns this last year. He was recently on the Pivot podcast and had a couple very interesting things to say about this Broncos franchise organization upon arrival for him as a rookie. He talked about kind of the culture, the losing attitude with the Broncos.
It was tough, bro, because like you said, that was my first losing season, damn near ever. So I'm just bro, what do we do? I'm just kind of looking around. Everybody, it's kind of weird. I don't know if y'all ever been in it, but it's tough to kind of want to keep motivating and pushing yourself because, some dudes in there just, trying to collect the check in there, bro. And it's bro, we don't got no dogs for real. But at the same time, I'm, realizing, you know, that's kind of why they drafted like guys like me, guys that come from winning programs to kind of like change the culture of what's going on.
All right, so he's a 2022 draftee, right? And then you know what happened in 2022. So I don't know that should surprise anybody. And Cecil, it's something I'm sure you felt the same way, or at least similar, like me coming into this business of you go, man, all these athletes know they're living the dream and they appreciate their workflow every single day. And then you get into the locker room and you're like, oh, wow. About 40% of these guys that don't give a damn about this.
Yeah.
They literally are just doing it because they have God-given ability and they can make the most money at this. It sounds like Nick kind of got that harsh slap in the face too.
Well, and that'll piss you off.
It should.
If you're a guy that puts in the work like Nick Bonito, if you're a guy that develops the way Nick Bonito does and cares the way Nick Bonito does, you see someone half-assing it, you're going to get mad, which you should. I get mad when people in the media complain about the lunch menu at the Nuggets game or whatever. It's like, what are you doing? You're all soft, man. You're soft. We get to play in the sandbox. You know how much real stuff's going on out there?
Right.
It'll make your head spin,
right.
Okay? We get to play in the sandbox. Yay, sports. Yay, football. Stop complaining. If you get to play football, oh, my God, I can't even imagine being Brandon Stokely. 15 years in the NFL. You get to live your dream for 15 years. Most of us don't play sports that long, bro.
I think about Stoke got to be coached by his father at a high level.
Yes.
Playing the game of football that they both love so much.
Yes. So imagine that. You're Mark Schlereth. You got 3 Super Bowl rings.
Mm-hmm.
You get to live that dream longer than most of us play sports because we start in junior high, we end in high school, if you even make it to high school. And the only reason I played in high school is because there were 9 guys in my high school.
Yeah.
We all had to play, except little Jeffy had 1 kidney.
I was technically on the team, but playing was something I didn't do.
You were on the high school team?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I was a bench rider. I warmed the bench.
All right.
You know?
Hey, was it warm?
Oh, hell yeah.
Did you keep it warm?
I was one of the best bench warmers you'll ever see, dude.
Okay. Were you engaged on the bench? Were you like, yeah, come on, guys. Yeah, let's go, guys.
It depended on what was going on in my love life. Depending on how engaged I was.
Okay, right on.
Sometimes I'm like, man, Crystal messages won't answer my text messages. You know, stuff like that. Actually,
right.
It wasn't text messages, my MySpace messages.
It's your MySpace, yeah.
At the point.
Who was on your big 8? What was it, 8? Or what your favorite 8, grade 8? What was
Top
it?
8?
Top
Top
8?
eight?
Was it? Don't ask Kev. He didn't have MySpace.
Kevin gave us the. He
I
did the
don't
Nikola
know.
Jokic. I got fouled
MySpace.
move.
MySpace. I don't know what that is.
I know
I'm
what
30.
it is. I just never had it.
I think it was top 8. Because
Top
remember, you
8?
could have like a quote, which
Yeah.
I'm sure you were the same guy.
Of course, yeah.
Movie quote.
Yeah.
And then some Tupac song playing underneath it.
Yes.
With my top 8.
Why can't we do that on Facebook?
That's a great question.
I know, man.
Come on, Zuckerberg.
Come on, Mark.
Bring it back. I thought MySpace
Would I be
was
in your
still a
top
thing.
8?
Yeah, you'd be my top 8.
Okay, good. You'd be in mine. Like I was thinking about that in my Don't Be That Guy today of like, if you don't know me, don't act like you don't know, like you know me, right? Don't try to kid around with me like you know me, you don't know me. So I was like, okay, even though I'm LSM, light-skinned Mexican, like I'm not in the Hot Amigos level, but I feel like over the course of this show, we've become boys.
We have.
Right? So I'd be in your top 8. I'm not Hot Amigo level.
Well, that's
right?
Lifetime stuff.
Yeah, that's Lifetime. You're not Big E level.
Right.
But you're in my top 8.
Yeah.
Kev, you're in my top 8?
Can I be in your top 8?
No, am I in your top 8?
Oh, of course.
Yeah, I think that we have 4 here.
Yeah, but Kev would have Bo Nix, Peyton Manning, Brandon Stokely. When asked who he'd rather hang out with on this station, I'm going to put your business out there. Kevin Kistner was asked straight up in a meeting yesterday.
That we were in.
Yes, we were in the room with him, and he straight up answered, who would you want to hang out with on this station? Because the answer is totally us, right? You're going to hang out with Mike Evans. Kevin Kistner, to our face, says Brandon Stokely.
Right.
Your business is in the streets, Kev. You ain't hiding.
And you weren't joking.
No, you tried to play it off like you were joking, but you totally weren't joking. You would way rather hang out with Stokely than with us.
To be fair, when I hang out with Stokely, Peyton Manning's involved. So
Yeah. And you know what? We haven't made him pay for anything when we go places, have we?
No.
So I was going to say Stokely pays, but we haven't made you pay for anything.
no, Stokely paid for lunch/dinner that one time.
Okay. That's right.
He makes you pay for stuff?
Well, I mean, the party was all you can drink and all you can eat.
But you didn't pay for that.
No, that was the
It
label.
was provided by the host.
Yeah, that was
all right.
no one paid for that. Yeah.
We're not
So what-
we're not his top 8.
We're not in this